I am here today to do this video. I want to do a chat video and talk about this important topic that I feel that is important to address and to help somebody out there. And this is very serious, and I want to share something that happened to me, and I never mentioned it before, but I'm mentioning it now. Okay, so as you can see, a second opinion, going blind, and glaucoma. Those are my topic, and I want to address this issue and let you know what I'm talking about. For those people who are friends with me on Facebook, you might have an idea of what this video is about, because I did mention it in my status that I was going to make a video excuse me, regarding the issue. Now, so it's really important to get a second opinion when it comes to medical treatments, like depending on your physical, eye doctor, dental. You have to get a second opinion, because doctors will tell you that you have certain things when you really don't, or you might, who knows, but just make sure that you do that. Now let me just tell you a quick little story what happened to me. So yesterday I had an eye doctor appointment, okay, and I wanted to do a follow-up because let me just go back a little bit, about maybe 7, 8, 9 years ago. That's when I was living in New York. I went to get an eye examination because, you know, it's something that you're supposed to do. And I was getting, you know, I was having like little issues with reading tiny little words. And I was thinking that something with my eyes is going bad, because I figured I'm getting older, and that's what happens, which it is. You know, it does happen once you start to age. So anyway, I went to this doctor to go see this doctor, and he said to me that I have glaucoma and that I will go blind by the time I'm in my 40s, 50s, or 60s. So automatically when he said this to me, I was afraid. I was like, oh my God. I kind of like panicked. Then somehow I calmed myself down, you know, and I said, wait a minute, you know, this can't be. You know, and he was explaining to me that he just had a patient that was African American that has glaucoma, and she's getting treatments right now, and so on and so forth. So right there I started saying to myself, wait a minute, is he comparing me to this individual because she happens to be black like me? And you know, it just seemed that way, because he was mentioning that he has a lot of clients who are African American that has glaucoma. So I was like, wait a minute now, just because somebody that looks like me that has an issue, it does not mean that I have it as well. So I pretty much didn't tell him that, but I was like, something is not right with this guy. So I just never really did a follow-up, because he said to come back the following week, we're going to do these treatments, it's going to cost me this, and blase blase. So automatically I saw that this guy was trying to get money from my insurance, and also, you know, he want to use me as a lap rat and just do these things to me. So I was like, no, I didn't follow up. I never went back. I got a lot of phone calls from his secretary, and so when am I coming back, and so on and so forth. This is very important, and blah, blah, blah. I was like, no, that's okay. That's okay. I'm going to get a second opinion. That's what I said to him. And I never did, because I knew my eyes was not that bad, where it was, you know, it wasn't that serious. So recently, which was yesterday, I went to the eye doctor. Now, when I went to the eye doctor, I made sure that I did not mention anything about any kind of issue that I've had prior, because I wanted to see what this new doctor would say about my eyes. So the doctor, he examined me, he put the eye drops, dilated my pupils, did the regular eye, you know, eye checkups that if you guys have gone to get eye checkups, you know what I'm talking about. Had me looking up, down, blah, 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 and so on and so forth. And he said my eyes are perfect. There's nothing wrong with my eyes. I couldn't believe it. I was like, are you sure there's nothing wrong with my eyes? He said, absolutely. Everything's great. Both eyes. And I was like, oh my God. So I said to him, well, the doctor that I seen 7, 8 years ago, he said that I had glaucoma. And the doctor says to me, what? Why would he say that? Your eyes are fine. There's nothing wrong with your eyes. And I was like, OMG. Really? I knew it. I knew it. So this doctor was like, I'm sorry, I don't know why this person told you this, but they're totally wrong, and so on and so forth. So I was like, thank you very much, doctor. So he says the only thing that he said to me is like, he asked me how old I was. He was like, okay, you still have time. He said, as you get older, your eyesight does change. It will start to get, your eye vision will be different. But as of right now, my vision is great. He says he's looking like, at my age, I'm good, so he says, but it's good to get a yearly checkup and blah, blah, blah. I said, I'll see you next year. He says, great. So the moral of this video is for me to share with you people out there that please, please, please be careful when you go get examinations, whether it be physical, your eyes, your teeth. Make sure if a doctor is telling you something that does not quite sound right, please get a second opinion, okay? Now sometimes if you're ill, you have something wrong with your body, when something's wrong with you. You can tell, it's your body. When you feel pains and you feel certain things, you feel weak, you feel dizzy. That's a sign something's wrong. So if you go to get diagnosed and the doctor tells you have a certain issue, then you will possibly believe it. But if you feel healthy, and all of a sudden the doctor's telling you that you have this, that, and the other, you might want to second guess and get a second opinion, even if you do have these illnesses, like if you do feel sick and the doctor says that you have whatever it is that the doctor says that you have. Always get a second opinion just to be sure, because sometimes not all doctors, there's some wonderful doctors out there. I'm not here to knock all doctors, but from my recent experience with the eye doctor, and I've had a situation with doctors in the past where they've given me medication that they said I had something that was incorrect, and that medication that they gave me could have killed me because it was the wrong medication. It happened to me like 2 times, so I know what I'm talking about. So please be careful. A lot of people they go to the doctor, boom, the doctor says this, they believe it, and boom. Once the doctor starts giving you treatments and medications for certain things, I really believe that's when you really get sick, because if you don't have a problem to begin with and a doctor is giving you some type of medication for that issue that they're saying that you have, you will end up having that issue. For instance, if you don't have cancer, and the doctor says that you have cancer, so the doctor's telling you to go to chemo and do all these things, that's what's going to kill you, because you don't know for sure if that's what you had. But once you start taking that treatment, then you will develop it somehow. I'm going by how I feel. Oh my God. I'm going by I'm sorry, my dog is throwing up. You okay, Spike? Stop eating so much, okay? Be careful, baby, okay? So yeah, so this is the moral of this video. Please be careful and don't listen to everything that a doctor says. Make sure you get a second opinion, please, to avoid making your situation worse, to avoid getting yourself killed. Please, please, please. So I just want to share that with you guys. So I'm feeling really happy that I'm okay. I do not have glaucoma. I'm not going blind. I always had it in the back of my mind that that's going to happen when I reach my 40s and 50s. So I was nervous for a while, but I just never shared it here on YouTube or to anybody in my personal life, because only my husband knew. And, because he was with me when I got diagnosed with the glaucoma, and he was like, wow, So, my husband believed it. I didn't. I was like, there's nothing wrong with me. I could see, I don't have issues, so. But anyway, so now my husband sees for himself, like, wow, you see? What if I went for the treatment? But anyway, guys, take care. God bless. Have a wonderful day. Mwah. Take care. Bye-bye.